Alright, what's up? Today I'm going to talk about another mouth-watering and heart-taking book of Anna Huang, which is called King of Sloth. King of Sloth is just above for me than nothing, because every man from Anna Huang is so much good that I just can't put down any other for this one. And the order she was making is quite good. As the fifth king of Sin, it leads the series trend and it's emotional, intense, and lets the character breathe. And I can give it 7 out of 10. And it nails its goals with steady confidence over high drama, which suits the story. The plot is built around Sloane and Xavier, two people who came of power but moved through it completely different ways. Sloane is determined, crave at her own space, world that keeps trying to shrink her down. Her last name. She's smart, stubborn, painful, self-aware. Our MMC, which I fell for the very first scene, Xavier is disciplined to the core. He runs his world through structure, precision, emotional control, almost like his life is a machine. He refuses to malfunction. Watching them orbit each other first slow but intentional nothing in this book feels rushed or stuffed or shocked. Every scene has a purpose. The romance grows through earned tensions. You see them move from guarded to slowly trusting piece by piece. Hesitation, almost movement feel real, not rushed. The pacing mirrors authentic growth, not insta love, but the relationship feels fully developed by the end. What truly made the story work is balance between power, vulnerability. Xavier looks like the type of a man who never breaks. He carries the cold control energy, but Anna slips in these tiny moments where you see him often. He lets them himself be seen, not by the world but by the Sloane. The cracks in his armor make him more human and more magnetic. Sloane meets the energy with their own strength. She never shrinks to make space for him. She stands beside him. She challenges him. She doesn't seem saving her. She needs someone who sees her an equal. The dynamic make their connection believed and refreshing. As well as I'm gonna talk about how Xavier planned dates. When she agrees going on a date with him, how he planned it is just the way I want my blind date to be. Their emotional baggage adds depth without swallowing the plot. Character really carries bounds. They have history, pressure, expectations as they move. None of them use as a shortcut for personality. They are painful influence, but it never defines them, and they start healing together. It feels like growth rather than dependency. I have to talk about the ending, ties everything together. The chemistry between them is strong, not physical tough, but it's definitely there. It's emotional and rooted in the way they look each other. They control silence. They are addictive at good and slow pull. Book is great example of it. Both characters keep their independence, but they also find a way to fit. It feels stable, it feels earned. Overall, The King of Sloth is quite surprising for me at some places because and the building of the next the King of Envy is literally so smooth and mesmerizing that I am literally so much excited for another King of Envy as well as King of Gluttony. It does not scream for attention. It settles in, gets under your skin, stays there, hung you down for a couple of days. The romance is slow but strong. The emotional beats are subtle. Main characters give you control, silent power that draws in. Matches with the grit, refuses dim. Together they feel magnetic. What were your thoughts and opinion? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. On a slow burn with a calculating, tightly composed story, main characters, everything around them, then this is a solid choice. The emotional tension hits, the chemistry builds, and the storylines holds everything together with the purpose. And the Luna nickname is still living rent free in my head. Luna is just so good, that thoughtful, steamy, satisfying, that I am melt when Xavier calls Luna. and full of the kind of softness that sneaks into her. I cannot imagine because I am going through that.